Imagine spending years on groundbreaking research only to wake up one morning and find it stolen. Your competitors now have access what was once your biotech firm's most valuable asset. Sounds like a nightmare, right? I mean, this is happening more often than you think. Intellectual property theft in the biotech industry is on the rise, and if your company isn't taking proactive steps to prevent unauthorized access, you could be next. So in today's episode, we're breaking down why IP protection must be a top priority for every biotech firm. The cybersecurity solutions that safeguard your proprietary research and the regulatory frameworks that demand strict security measures, you need to have them in place. It's just, there's no more excuses. So let's get into it. Why does biotech IP protection matter? Well, for biotech firms, intellectual property is everything. That is the most valuable asset. Now, it's not just your competitive edge, it's your company's future. Whether it's proprietary formulas, clinical trial data, or research breakthroughs, your IP needs protection from cyber criminals, even insider threats, and because you have unintentional security gaps. So how do you safeguard this? Let's dive into the key cybersecurity measures every biotech firm should have in place. Let's quickly go over 5 cybersecurity measures for biotech IP protection. First is endpoint detection and response, or what we call EDR. This is real-time threat detection. Every endpoint, laptop, lab device, even mobile phones, well, let's include tablets, but this is a potential entry for cyber criminals. Endpoint detection and response continuously monitors and detects suspicious activity in real time. If a hacker tries to infiltrate your network, EDR flags it and takes action instantly. This is especially critical in biotech, where even a single compromised endpoint can expose confidential research. Next up is multi-factor authentication, or MFA. This adds another layer of security for lockdown access. Think of MFA as an extra deadbolt on your doors. Strong passwords alone aren't enough. Cyber criminals can crack them in minutes. Multi-factor authentication, or what we call MFA, ensures that even if someone steals a password, they can't get in without a second verification step. If you're handling FDA-regulated data, HIPAA-sensitive patient information, or GDPR-covered research, MFA is non-negotiable. Next, network monitoring is a proactive step to catch threats before they strike. Would you leave your lab unattended overnight? Of course not, right? Who's going to do that? You're just inviting theft. But you also have to consider this for your network. Continuous monitoring allows you to detect and block unauthorized access in real time. With AI-driven analytics, network monitoring tools can identify unusual behavior. For example, like an employee accessing restricted research data at 2 a.m. This will prevent potential threat. Let's address strict access controls. Who can see what? Not everyone in your organization needs access to your most sensitive research. Role-based access controls, or RBAC, ensure that only authorized personnel can view, edit, or transfer critical data. Insider threats, whether intentional or accidental, are a significant risk. Limiting access based on roles can prevent unnecessary exposure. Now, is data encryption a must? Well, let's just say you are making stolen data useless. Let's say a hacker does manage to breach your system. What then? Encryption scrambles your data so that even if it is stolen, it remains unreadable. Whether it's emails, lab results, or genetic research, data encrypting is essential for all of your sensitive files. This ensures they stay protected even in the wrong hands. This is especially important for compliance with GDPR and HIPAA regulations. Now, let's go over why compliance matters. If you are required by law to be HIPAA, FDA, or GDPR compliant, your firm needs to take security to the next level. As you know, these measures are legally required. So the FDA mandates cybersecurity and medical research, HIPAA requires strict controls for patient data, and GDPR enforces data privacy for European clients. Failing to meet these standards doesn't just put your IP at risk, it can lead to hefty fines and loss of credibility in the industry. I'm going to end with this. The reality is, biotech firms can't afford to take IP protection lightly. Your research is valuable, not just to you, but to cyber criminals, competitors, and even rogue insiders. Implementing EDR, MFA, network monitoring, access controls, and encryption isn't optional, it's essential. Now, if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with your network. Let's keep your innovation secure. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.